The spice trade, a complex web of commerce, ensnared the world in its flavorful clutches. From the earliest times, humans have coveted spices for their taste, preservation, and magical allure. The Indians, Chinese, and Arabs were early masters, dominating trade with rare, valuable spices. Spices like pepper, cinnamon, and cloves were worth their weight in gold and ignited fierce competition. Spices transformed humble meals into culinary masterpieces and were used in medicine and rituals. The fall of Constantinople in 1453 urged Europeans to find new routes as ancient paths closed to them. This urgency spurred the era of exploration, leading Western powers to seek fortunes in uncharted territories. Portuguese navigator Vasco da Gama was the first European to reach India by sea in 1498. Lisbon became the center of the spice trade, enriching Portugal beyond imagination. The Spanish crown sponsored Columbus, aiming for Asia but unwittingly discovering the Americas in 1492. The Treaty of Tordesillas in 1494 divided the world between Portuguese and Spanish empires. The Dutch entered the scene, forming the Dutch East India Company in 1602 to control Spice Islands. In a brutal quest, the Dutch seized islands, often resorting to violence to maintain their monopoly. The Banda Islands, rich in nutmeg, became a bloody ground for the Dutch pursuit of supremacy. The English, seeking their share, formed the British East India Company in 1600. This fostered bitter rivalry with the Dutch, each vying for control over prime spice regions. Spice wars reshaped the globe, fueling imperial expansion and rewriting maps and histories. The struggle for supremacy involved treaties, battles, and one infamous incident, the Amboina Massacre. Piracy flourished on trade routes. Infamous pirates like Blackbeard sought spice fortunes on the high seas. Spices also sparked cultural exchanges that blended traditions and cuisines across continents. Markets in Venice and Constantinople brimmed with exotic aromas and tales from distant lands. Native spice-producing regions often suffered exploitation and devastation as foreign powers imposed control. The once idyllic Spice Islands transformed into contested territories marked by merciless greed. Despite exploitation, the local people's resilience shined through in preserving their cultures. The legacy of these struggles left imprints on modern geopolitical borders and global trade routes.
Urban legends born from the spice trade fed into myths surrounding far-off lands and mystical journeys.
The infamous Spice Islands, once elusive, continue to captivate the imagination of many today. Artistic endeavors, inspired by spice scents and tales, found expression in Renaissance Europe. In novels, spices became symbols of opulence, adventure, and the wild unknown. While spices spurred innovation, they also exposed humanity's capacity for avarice and cruelty. Spice monopolies left lasting impacts, establishing European influence in Asia and Africa. The pursuit of spices was a catalyst that pushed scientific exploration and navigation advances. Globalization of cuisine is a direct legacy of spice trade connections. The demand for spices dwindled, yet their historical significance remains ever potent. Scientific discoveries demystified spices, revealing their medicinal and culinary potentials. Today, spices symbolize culinary excellence, bringing warmth and depth to our modern dishes. Cultural celebrations worldwide continue to rejoice in the historical significance of spices. The spice trade remains a poignant chapter, a reminder of both human triumphs and failings. Spice routes mapped the earliest global network, leading to an interconnected world. European empires extended their reach through these trade discoveries, thriving on exotic imports. Despite their dark history, spices enriched culinary arts, bridging cultural palettes. The modern spice trade now operates ethically, learning from the dangerous past lessons. Global cuisine continues to be inspired by traditional spice blends, transcending borders. Humble yet transformative, spices played a key role in shaping world history. As we savor a meal today, we are partaking in a rich, spicy legacy. Recognizing diversity in spices helps appreciate the intricate history behind each aromatic blend. In understanding spice history, we unearth lessons about humanity's potential for both cruelty and cooperation. Cuisines from Asia to Africa owe much to the spice trade's legacy. In stories and songs, the spice trade immortalizes adventures, misdeeds, and heroic quests. Many explorers became heroes, others, villains, in the high stakes game of spice hunting. Their legacies are debated to this day, ruthless empire builders or daring pioneers. The spice trade showcases humanity's tireless pursuit of the exotic and the unknown. Aromatic whispers of the past remind us how these tiny treasures impacted vast empires. New World spices like chili and vanilla reshaped global taste preferences forever. In the end, spices aren't merely flavorings, but threads in the tapestry of global human history. From wealth to warfare, spice history is a poignant reminder of our collective human narrative. Modern diplomacy often finds roots in ancient spice exchanges, centuries before current global interactions. Explorations sparked by spices laid pathways for other cultural and technological exchanges. Our world today still carries vibrant echoes of the spice-infused past's profound influence. As spices continue to fascinate, their timeless saga is one of the world's enduring mysteries.